ATM humor. Imagine that. ATM humor.
It
Still
worked.
funny. Seinfeld's still funny to this day. All right, Anthony on Air Podcast. Welcome in for another episode. Happy to have you here. We're talking about the witness that is willing to testify against Prince Andrew in his case, should he have one. We also have some more details on that. Plus, Ghislaine sells her home where Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre Roberts were together. And also, she lost her Cosby card. Cosby got out on a technicality. She tried the same. She got denied.
Wow.
So we'll cover all of that. Plus, Bob Dylan accused of abusing a 12-year-old girl in 1965. We're also going to touch on Afghanistan. Sorry, Frank.
I said yikes.
Yeah. Afghanistan and everything that's going on there. We have some crushing news on A League of Their Own. I mean,
I don't know what this. You told me about this, but I don't know what the news is, and you're freaking me. You're scaring me a little bit here.
Larry David gets uninvited to Obama's party. We have
What's the deal with that?
real life robots. We have fuck Hilton Hotels, okay, and their price match guarantee. I'm upset about this. Our old friend Brian Bannon, we heard from him. I'm going to share some audio with you. And
Some harsh words for Hilton.
JSabs will join us. I have a proposal from the listener for Frank and JSabs. Might be the greatest thing we've ever done. I'm not entirely sure.
This wouldn't be an indecent proposal, would it?
I don't. Well,
I could use $1 million.
could you
I'll tell you that.
That movie still wrecks me. I'm still uncomfortable with the whole thing.
The whole thing's weird.
Okay, so, we talked about this a whole bunch, Frank, that, where were all the employees? Where's the gardener?
Witnesses, they got to be, there's got to be 1 million witnesses that just aren't coming forward.
Exactly. Where are these people?
Right.
One of these people are speaking up because in light of everything that's come out against Prince Andrew, in light of the Virginia Giuffre Roberts suit that was filed, we now have Steve Scully, Epstein's former telecom specialist, said that he saw Prince Andrew kissing and grinding against a bikini-clad blonde by a pool between 2001 and 2004. He insists the woman was Virginia, and he's willing to give evidence in court for the first time.
Wow.
Massive.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
For
Massive.
Prince Andrew.
Pretty bad for Prince Andrew, yeah. Earlier this week, she filed a suit. We talked about that he assaulted her in New York, London, and the Caribbean when she was 17. Her lawyers were understood that they wanted to speak to Steve, who's 71. He told The Sun on Sunday, quote, "I was working on the phone and Andrew was by the pool with Virginia. As soon as I saw him, I recognized him. I thought if I had a camera in my bag right now, I'd have a $50,000 picture." Steve says they were bumping and grinding for several minutes before lying on lounge chairs by the pool. 2015 court papers, Virginia had described a quote-unquote orgy at Little St. James in the Caribbean with the prince. Steve, whose story was first revealed by The Sun on Sunday last year, says he later met Andrew, now 61, as the royal held hands with the woman on a pathway. He is convinced it was Virginia and was struck by how young she was, saying she stood like a kid would stand behind a parent. He added, Andrew's protecting himself and his family. If Virginia's lawyers call, I will definitely speak to them, and I would give a deposition under oath telling them what I saw.
Man.
He says, the nice thing about the truth is it doesn't change. Yeah.
That is true.
Now, somebody sent me, and I'm sorry, I'm awful at crediting, but you know who you are, and thank you for helping the show. Somebody sent me an interview with Virginia Roberts Giuffre's lawyer, and they laid out basically all the possibilities of what could happen. Could he ignore this? Could he do this and that? He can ignore it, but basically it would be really, really difficult. They don't have to go there and serve him. All they have to do is announce the lawsuit, and there's some treaty between nations. He'll get it. He'll get it. And they were basically just saying how it's in his best interest to come and testify, because if not, if he doesn't, he can just lose by default of not showing up.
You could lose that way. You can't have a representative be there.
This is a court. Now so they asked him that, and he said that he could send somebody. So I guess there's ways to kind of skirt it, but he made it seem like it's, which again, what else is he gonna say? He made it seem like it's in his best interest
Oh, I'm sure he wants him to come and
because he wants him to
be there. Of course.
Yeah, basically, that was.
Who wouldn't? That would be get his ass in there.
Yeah, so I wonder how long. And you could, right? That's the strategy. Like, let's just wait. Let's see, delay,
Yeah,
push
ignore
it
it,
off.
and hopefully it'll go away, or she'll run out of money to pay her lawyers or whatever. Who knows? But what the strategies are on both, But hopefully they would be able to get him in. That would be great if he was there in person to testify. That would be unbelievable.
Yeah, that would be really good. So we'll see what happens with that. Also, the flat in which this confrontation or this happening between Andrew and Ghislaine, Ghislaine Maxwell just sold it for 1.75. What do they say, euros or pounds over there now? I don't even know. What's their money anymore? I forget.
Is it? I think pounds is still a thing.
Is pounds still a thing? There was euros. They're out of the Brexit. I don't know what they're using. I don't know.
Because I think there's like there's all different. I think is it all euros and there are pounds within euros?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Nobody tells me anything, Frank.
That's true. Do your research.
Do your research. Well, whatever. She moved that for $1.75 million, which again, we talk about Epstein's New York place and the Florida place, and buying these places that's a rough.
What do you mean for the person buying them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. Who the hell wants to buy a different place?
Yeah.
There are lots of places. Just let these places either rot, turn them over to the government, or turn them into something positive. That's the only three options.
I agree. Totally agree. And Ghislaine Maxwell loses her bid to dismiss the sex trafficking indictment despite the Cosby claim. Basically, I'll save everybody time. She was like, hey, this worked for Cosby. Will it work for me? And the judge was like, no, it won't.
That's weird. I still don't know how Cosby got away with what he got,
It's such a technicality, yeah.
I don't get it. He made a deal with someone, and then he went to jail. Oh, yeah, there was this deal, so I got to go.
Well, they used the deposition to get the... He got the deal because he was going to give the deposition, and then they used the deposition in court, which was part of the deal.
Right.
So, which I feel, I'm surprised he's not back in yet. Like, I feel like they're going to get him again on something. It's
over though. I mean, he was already tried. You can't do it again, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't.
Is that double jeopardy? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some legal workaround if you're the prosecutor. All right, we didn't get him this way, so we got to maybe try him on something else. I don't know.
Well, U.S. District Judge Allison Nathan said that she was not bound by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's June 30th decision to free Cosby, and that Maxwell had not been promised she would not be prosecuted, as the Pennsylvania court said Cosby had. She also rejected Maxwell's arguments that prosecutors waited too long to charge her with trafficking between 2001 and 2004, saying Congress's 2006 elimination of the statute of limitations applied retroactively. Lawyers from Maxwell did not respond.
Yeah, I don't know if it could be applied retroactively. I don't know. But apparently not.
Well, speaking of retroactively, the Bob Dylan news is pretty shocking. That came down just prior to the show here.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Bob Dylan, here's the story. Bob Dylan piled a 12-year-old girl with drugs and alcohol.
Plied?
Plied? What'd I say?
Piled?
I said piled?
Read what you're writing. Read what is it? Spell what you're reading.
I don't know what I wrote. I got notes here that are all over the place.
Okay.
Anyway, Bob Dylan did bad things with a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol gave her that before abusing her at his Chelsea hotel apartment in 1965, a new lawsuit alleges.
Son of a bitch.
We just did this with, who's the guy I don't like? Horatio Sands. Yeah. Why are we still getting these things like every day? It's crazy. He allegedly used his status to groom, gain the trust of,
Man, come on.
control the victim as part of his plans to molest and abuse. according to a Manhattan Supreme Court papers, which only identify the plaintiff as JC. Bob Dylan, over a 6-week period between April and May of 1965, befriended and established an emotional connection with the plaintiff. According to these papers that were filed, she is a now 68-year-old woman living in Greenwich, Connecticut. The suit that alleges that Dylan, whose name is really Robert Allen Zimmerman, established a connection to lower JC's inhibitions with the object of sexually abusing her, which he did, coupled with the provisions of drugs, alcohol, and threats of physical violence, leaving her emotionally scarred and psychologically damaged to this day.
Ugh. Come on, man. They the hits keep coming.
It was weird. I remember when I was on, I don't even know where I was now. I was on EHM at the time, and all this Me Too stuff was coming out, and we were talking about it. And the amount of stories that were like piling into me on a daily basis, like, well, what about this one? Or what about that one? Somebody said that like Anthony Kiedis was like married to like an 18-year-old or something.
Well, 18's okay, right?
Or a 16-year-old when he was 18 or some, I don't know what it, like, I feel like it got to the point where I couldn't even open up emails anymore.
It doesn't stop. It's sad.
It was never ending.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, look, the musicians' behavior from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, not great. Between trashing hotel rooms, treating women poorly, drugs.
I mean, trashing hotel rooms. All right. No, it's not great. But at least maybe they're insured and they could pay for,
Well, Hilton deserves to have their hotel rooms trashed. Pieces of shit.
All right, you got a grudge with Hilton that we got to get to the bottom of. But,
Yeah, I really do.
But this whole thing with Bob Dylan is not good. This just dropped, right? Like an
Yeah.
hour ago.
And this is, like I said with Horatio Sands, that guy's guilty as fuck because I just don't like him.
But Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan's beloved. This is a tougher pill to swallow. It's like,
This is not good. It doesn't sound. I mean, you want to believe the victims, but it's hard when it's.
well, because
someone
people
like Bob
lie
Dylan.
sometimes. That's why
People
it's
do
hard
lie
to believe the
sometimes.
victims. Yeah.
Sure, but you got to be a real piece of work to make up something like this. If you're, if you're pretending to be a victim, you got to be a real scumbag. I'm not. I can't. If you're pretending to be a victim to take someone down and take their money, then you're a scumbag. But that's why we tend to believe the victims here, and this one's a tough one to swallow because it's Bob Dylan and it's not, the guy's a legend.
A spokesperson for Dylan told the New York Post just earlier today that this 56-year-old claim is untrue and will be vigorously defended. JC's lawyer, Daniel Isaacs, said the complaint speaks for itself. Isaacs said that noting that he was able to verify the details that are in the claim, said, quote, she provided a lot of detailed information regarding the time in question that leaves no doubt that she was with him in the apartment during the time in question. Isaacs said his client had no plans to go public at the moment. He declined to comment on why his client was mounting the allegations for so many years. The suit was filed late Friday on the eve of the closure of the New York Child Victims Act look-back window. The window allowed victims of childhood abuse to file suit against their attackers and the institutions that protected them, regardless of how old the claims were and whether they had since passed beyond the statute of limitations. This is also why Virginia Jeffrey Roberts filed her claim last week. So the same thing. They were trying to get it in under this deadline. So nobody saw this one coming.
No, this is out of nowhere. This is devastating. I mean,
we'll wait and see. I mean, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. She's crazy making it up and he's going to be vindicated, or he's a pile of shit and she's going to have her day. And,
man,
I will let the courts decide. I don't know.
We have no, we don't have any evidence. So
No.
all we have is this report.
No.
And, it's, I don't know. I mean, it's her word against his, but it's also her experience that she says she could detail stuff. That's damning. And this is how long ago? 56 years ago?
56 years ago.
How do you prove that something did or didn't happen 56 years ago?
Well, that's the question. Like, let's be honest.
It's
We
not
don't
easy,
have to worry about
but,
getting canceled here.
They're saying that it's credible, so we'll see.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, we don't have to worry about
I
being
lost
canceled.
your audio's out.
Oh,
I'm
am
not
I
hearing a
back?
word from you. I could see you talking. Yeah, that's nice. Doing a little mime action. You're in a box. We got it.
Let me know when you can
And
hear me
we're getting
again.
zero audio from you.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing. Not a word. It's like you unplugged your mic.
I didn't.
So apparently, what Anthony wants to tell everyone, I'll speak on Anthony's behalf, is that he's in a box. He can't get out. Oh, it's a short box
Can you not hear me now?
filled with laughing gas.
Am I back?
Nothing,
Nothing?
buddy. We got nothing. Zero audio from you.
Did your headphones go out?
Can't hear a word you're saying.
Did your
I
headphones
could try to
go
read your
out?
lips
What?
if you move the mic.
Okay, here I am.
Okay.
You can't
Here
hear
I am.
anything.
You can't hear anything? This is what I'm here. This is.
Is
I'm
it
reading your
your
lips. I
is
can't
it
hear you.
your headphones?
Are my headphones?
Do your
I
headphones
can't hear
work?
you at all.
But you hear you in your head. Are you sure your headphones
I
didn't
can't hear
break?
myself. I've never been able to hear myself in my headphones.
Okay, but is it possible?
That's impossible. That's a box of bull.
Is it possible?
Is there a pasta bowl? I'm trying to read your lips, doing the best I can here. Endless pasta. So Olive Garden does endless pasta, and they're pretty good at it. A little salty for my taste. But yeah, we got no audio from Anthony's side. I'm doing the best I can to read. Is it possible your headphones stopped working?
Is that possible?
Yes, because I can hear you now. Wow. So the question becomes: do we edit out that last? No.
That's uneditable. That will
Great.
be in there forever.
Wonderful.
That is going to go down as one of the greatest podcast moments of all
Damn
time.
it. See here's my situation. These are my old headphones. If you notice, these are the
Oh,
red
I
ones.
noticed. You went back
that
to
I
the old ones. Yeah.
Right, because I left my main headphones at work at the radio station, and I was looking around my house, couldn't find them, so they have to be at the radio station, and so I had to go back to my old ones, which I did not know were faulty. Damn it.
That was so much fun. I'm like, is it possible? You're like, possible?
Pasta bowl is what I saw.
I could have looked at the chat at any moment, but it was better this way. It was much better this way. Anyway,
Yeah.
what the hell were we talking about? Oh, okay. So what I was saying was we don't have to worry about being canceled. So we can talk about this. Let's say she's telling the truth. How do you
How do you prove it?
Yeah, because like what if she was with him? What if they were in an apartment together? What if nothing happened? But she's like, oh, this will be a quick. I'm just being hypothetical.
Yeah,
here.
no. Let's see. If she's,
How do you prove that?
I mean, the only thing I could think of is,
Because don't you have to
Detail.
prove beyond a reasonable doubt in front of a jury of his peers? Like that seems pretty complicated.
yeah, I mean, worst, I mean, if you have zero evidence and it's just your word, like this happened, I mean, you can maybe describe things that nobody would know otherwise.
You just said it better than I did. Like that's the question. Like, it's if you have nothing else besides your word that against his, do you have anything?
I mean, is the allegation enough? I mean, you have to be a credible person, a credible witness. Are there other people that were there on the date in question? Did they see you hanging around? Did they see anything inappropriate? Is there anything like that you could describe happening that no one else would possibly know?
Yeah.
Like the inside of his of the hotel room. Yeah.
But again,
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, devil's advocate.
Even if you can describe the inside of his hotel, even if you can describe, down to a birthmark on his inner thigh.
Right.
I mean,
Could
that'd
you
be
have gotten that info from someplace else?
right.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to. I'm sure the lawyers know what questions to ask and what evidence a case like this
Yeah.
needs. I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm curious to see. Like, what is again? I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying like I'm interested in like how do you prove 56-year-old
That's
allegations? That's
well, that's
tough.
the thing with every any case like this. I mean, how did they prove? How did they convict Cosby?
Well, and the thing with Cosby is there was a
There's multiple,
long,
long list of
yeah,
people.
and they all had the same. It was all from the same playbook.
Yeah, and if it was one, if they only had one person accusing Cosby, would he have? Maybe it was just a number of people.
Different story. Same thing with Weinstein. You have one person. Okay, it's one person. But when it's a serial situation, it's like a different.
And who knows? This is day one. Maybe tomorrow there'll be another accuser. You don't know.
Well, that'll be interesting. Yeah, because I guess the time has expired on the look back window, but I wonder if there'll be any more people that come forward.
I don't know.
And people do weird bad things, and I feel like people did weird bad things a lot back then. I don't and just because he didn't do it anymore doesn't mean that it didn't happen to this woman.
Right.
But this is a blow.
It's not good.
Yeah, this sucks. Because again, when it's somebody you hate, you're like, yeah, fuck that person.
Yeah, that guy's an asshole anyway.
Yeah, when it's somebody you love, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah, son of a bitch.
the world sucks.
You know, it's every day. There's something you just go, come on, damn it.
Yeah.
Like this. This is a come on, damn it situation.
Yes, it is. Well, we do have some fun stuff to discuss on the show, so
All right, that's coming up.
we'll get to all of that, of course.
But first,
But first, some more depressing shit. Afghanistan. We got to talk about it.
yeah.
I want to start with first of all, I mean, we've had some crazy shit happen over the course of our country, but this video of the people jumping on the airplane, have you seen this, Frank?
They're just desperate to get out of that country. I get it.
My God.
It's unreal.
It is really unreal.
that
Let me bring it up on the screen for everybody so they can see. Apologies to those that are listening. Again, I feel like we're giving everybody a reason to watch the show every single episode.
Yeah, this is definitely the visual part, but yeah, it's people clinging to the side of the plane. There's literally hundreds of people on the runway chasing this airplane, U.S. Air Force airplane. They're jogging alongside it as it's moving along. People clinging to the doors and whatever. And it's on loop like that. It's 14 seconds, 15 seconds of them.
I mean, it's like you could see them. I mean, like they're grabbing the front wheel, like they're gonna die.
What's horrible is I saw there's video of this plane taking off.
Really?
Did you see that?
No.
2 people fall from a very high
Ugh.
distance. It's not. Yeah, I don't know how many people actually were able to hold on, but you could see 2 people fall from very high up. And
Well, I think 5 people died
Was it
on
5
this
people?
day. Yeah, I don't know if it was directly related to this or
I think 2 people died falling from the plane.
just horrible.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know while you're over there. People are trying to get out, and there's actual shots of people inside the plane. You got to see that there's photos from inside the plane, and it's just packed to the brim. People just sitting on a big empty plane in there, and it's a ton of people. It's just hundreds of people, and it's sad. It's just happening so fast. People just can't wait to get out, and they're literally just throwing themselves on the outside of a moving jet. Unreal.
This is a tough thing. This is Vietnam all over again. This is a rough situation. I mean, we get into this thing under George W. and it rolls the whole entire Obama administration.
20 years now.
Yeah, the whole Trump administration. And here's the thing with all of this too. I mean, what upsets me about this is people are making this a right versus left argument, and it's total horseshit.
No.
It's
It's shared blame.
Yes.
It's Trump, like, when Trump said, let's get all the people our troops out of Afghanistan, everybody's, yeah, let's get them out, let's get them out. He signed a deal with the Taliban, which didn't include the Afghan military. He said we're leaving by May 1st. Biden hung out, let the troops stay until now, and then he decided to pull them out. Not unlike the Trump deal that he made with the Taliban. So Trump was going to leave anyway, but he was going to leave a couple months ago. And the way, I mean, we're not privy to special intelligence and all that, so they're saying whether or not we left now, a few months ago, or 5 years from now, the scene would,
It would have been the same result.
probably,
Yeah.
because the problem was the American troops went there, trained, they said like 200,000 Afghan troops to defend themselves. They said they gave them the weapons, gave them all the equipment they needed. We spent billions, if not trillions of dollars there, beefing up their army. And then we said, all right, defend yourselves now. Go ahead. And then when we started leaving, they left too. And they said, nope, they abandoned ship.
Collapsed like a house of cards.
They just left. They were
Literally.
200,000 strong. And they went, nah, all the leaders just left. And the Taliban just walked in. And it's like, well, if you're not going to fight for your country, why are we here?
Yeah, so President Biden just addressed the nation a few hours ago.
Right.
And over the weekend, well, a couple things. Over the weekend, Trump tweeted that Biden should be impeached because he botched the exit, which is kind of laughable because he put out a statement just in April about how he was criticizing Biden for staying longer than he was supposed to.
And they deleted all that stuff, by the way.
They deleted all that stuff. They took it all down.
So yeah, it never happened. We deleted it. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, that must not exist then.
And it's not like Biden is without blame.
No,
because
absolutely
he was
not.
vice president for 8 years while this shit was going on. You know,
It's not like he could do anything militarily as vice president.
Yeah, but he was
Still.
on the Foreign Affairs Committee. He had a lot of responsibility
that's true.
With foreign relations. So
But
that's
Trump
why
made this deal saying 5 months into the Biden presidency, we're pulling out of Afghanistan.
Well, you know, it was interesting during the election. This was a non-issue because they both agreed. They were on the same
Yeah.
side.
And he's just following through. Biden,
And-
maybe it was a little faster than,
right.
but Trump wanted to leave in May.
And the reason why it wasn't a hot button issue is because they were both on the same. There's no reason to bring it up at all during the election
they
because
agreed.
they were getting the same answers.
Bring the troops home. It's an endless war.
Yeah.
Why are we fighting over there? Bring them home. There's no need for it. Then we leave, and half the country's like, why are we leaving? Why we got to finish the job. It's like, no. Half a year ago, everybody was, let's get them home. I agree that it looks bad now because the Taliban just walked right in. But to be fair, the Afghan government was equipped and 200,000 strong, and they were like, nope, we're leaving.
Well, you know, it was really interesting. I started to see some chatter online, and I believe it to be true that 95% of Americans agree with Trump and Biden, but you'll see the media touting how awful this is. And it's true because even I just looked at Jake Tapper before we started. Even CNN was criticizing Biden for how he was handling this.
What I don't understand,
And it's like, you know, this is what everybody wants. Like, everybody just wants out. It was a colossal failure. You know what I'm saying?
I would love an explanation on why. I mean, just a straight answer of why the Taliban is so much of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I know they're driven and they have this, this belief behind them and everything. But why can't they be? Why are they so tough? Why are they? And why can't we defeat them?
I mean, for as much as he is a disoriented Muppet, Biden really, he honed in on it in his speech earlier, which is that, if the Afghan people aren't willing to fight for their freedoms, why should Americans be? Like if they don't want it, why, and you look at the passion of these people that are jumping on the plane, pick up a gun, join the fight. Like,
those aren't the soldiers. Those are just men and women,
I know, but still, like, you look at every great revolution.
I know.
It was filled with people that had enough, and they were willing to die for the cause. They were willing to die for their kids, their grandkids, You know what I'm saying? Generations to come.
I know, but it's not as so. It's easier to say than if you're there and you're scared for your life and your family. It's probably a lot easier to just take everybody and go
I understand
because
that,
they're
but
evacuating people. Biden sent over more troops, 6,000 troops or something like that. I'm not
to
sure of
get
the number
everybody out, yeah.
to evacuate anybody that didn't want to be there,
Yeah.
and that's what they're doing.
You know, I don't know. I just feel like you had the backing of the U.S. for a really long time. We gave you weapon. We spent billions, trillions of dollars. You have all the equipment, the gunpowder, the everything. You know, you have to have the willpower to fight for it, to give up your life for it. And I just don't know if. By the way, and this is not even specific to Afghanistan. The way the world is right now, I don't know if people in general have that mentality anymore. You know, during World War I and World War II, people were willing to die. And I'm not saying that people aren't. There are still people that are, but I feel like we are living in the most self-centered time in the history of humanity. So I don't. If there was a time to just give up your own country, this would be it, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
But I just feel like, again, you see these people jumping on a plane. You know, you've got to have that sort of passion to keep your nation the way that you wanted, and you were given a gift, and to just give it right up again. You know,
I don't understand. I mean, we gave trillions of dollars and all the ammunition, the firepower that they needed, 200,000 troops, and then
Yeah.
they just quickly
Here's
just
the
gave it up.
takeaway. Here's the takeaway that I want everybody to understand, though, before they go online and they start blaming people and cursing people and everything like that. None of us, and Frank, you and I are at the age that we have friends that went over there and fought during this time. Like, this was our generation's time. We played hockey with somebody that went over there and fought. Luckily, he came back. But, this was our generation. Nobody wanted to go there. Nobody wanted to stay there that long. And everybody was on board for leaving. I know it's a disaster, but before you go and sling Biden or Trump and throw them under the bus, think about why you're angry today, or you're online cursing out the other side or whatever. It's all bullshit. Like, nobody wanted to be there. Like you said before, this was going to end in disaster 10 years ago or today. So
And
just
we
end it already and walk away from it, and that's the end of it. But I will say this. This does fall on Biden. God forbid something happens. One of these guys fucking blow up something somewhere. This is going to be bad for him. But if he can keep that under control,
Yeah, no,
which he said he was going to do in his speech, he said this doesn't stop counterintelligence. This doesn't
no, we're
stop
still monitoring everything.
all
And he
that
said
shit.
himself, he said the buck stops with me, which I thought was a good thing to end on. He said
It's on him.
It's on me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
the
like
guy,
if Trump was in office, it would be on him.
Right.
That's
What's-
where it is.
What's weird is the guy. If you look at, you see those images of the Taliban in the Capitol building, like sitting in the chairs and walking around. The main guy, Trump released him from prison. Trump let him go,
Yeah.
and the guy is now the head of the Taliban and sitting in the president. So there's blame for all four administrations: Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden.
Right.
It's all. We were there. When we left, it was going to be not easy leaving, no matter when we left.
Yeah, I don't even. I'm not 100% sure of this, but I'm sure I could find it where Obama's like, "We're gonna get out of Afghanistan." I'm sure he was saying.
I'm sure he said
Pretty
that.
sure he said
Absolutely.
it. I know Trump said it, and it took him 4 years, but at least he made a deal. And Biden said it. So it's like they've all been saying it, and now we all want to turn on each. Again, it's this cable news. We have to just be. It's not
get
a
it.
left versus right thing. I know you can say, well, Trump did this, well, Biden did that, well, Obama did that. It's
Everybody.
a mess,
It's a mess.
and that's it. Move on.
Yeah, this is not a right versus left issue. This is this is just a
But you just said Trump let the guy. I don't know whatever the circumstances
Biden left
were of
some,
the deal, whatever, and
It's on both of them. I'm not saying it's 100% Trump, and I'm not saying it's 100% Biden.
Yeah.
It's on both. Trump made a deal to leave. Biden followed through a couple months late, and they left. They both My opinion, it's both share the but hopefully, I mean, there's some kind of I don't know how it's gonna wind up, but I don't see the Taliban, being a very
Nice people.
well. I don't see them being an ally to who are their allies?
Well,
If
I'm
they're gonna run their
sure.
country, how are they gonna?
I'm sure Russia and China will come calling. They always love to stir the
Yeah,
pot. Those
it's
two.
true. Yeah, I mean, and Biden at the end was like, you know what? I'm gonna get criticized and I'll take it. But he goes, this had to end. He goes, we had to get out. This is how we got out. Was it a mess? Yeah. And criticize me. He said it in his speech. Criticize me all you want. I'll take it. But we had to stop this endless war. It wasn't going to end. It wasn't going anywhere.
No.
There was no point. It was
Not at
we
all.
were just sending bodies over there, and it was not.
It's unfortunate that we're coming to a close of this conversation because our foreign affairs correspondent just joined us. So that's JSabs.
There she is.
What up
Well,
there, JSabs?
I don't know why this is not working.
You're working.
Nope.
There you go. You're fine.
You're good.
Nope, I can't see myself at all.
You're not
There, we
missing
can see you.
anything.
We got you.
Nope. I'm gonna
Yes.
have to go out and then come back in.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
All
see.
right. I blame the Afghan people, Frank, for this.
You blame the Afghan people for everything.
I do. I really do. All right, let's hop into A League of Their Own.
All right. What the hell are you talking about now?
Love this.
First, where did you what made you stumble across whatever news you have?
Reputable sources. People have told me close to the issues.
Issues.
I can see it, JSabs. Can
We
you
got
hear
you.
us?
Nope.
Can you hear us? Yep. She's
Okay.
gone.
She's got it.
All right. So A League of Their Own. What the dealie?
Okay. There's an actress
Hmm.
who quit the movie because of another actress once they got hired.
Okay.
So the question becomes, can you guess? Well, it'll be easier to guess the actress who was hired that forced the other actress out. Because the actress that was out never came back.
Is she in any of it?
No.
Okay.
Gave up on the project. I will tell you, that actress was replaced by the beautiful Miss Gina Davis.
Okay. So there was going to be an actress who was going to be in the Gina Davis role,
Yes.
but she left because someone else was hired.
Janine, can you see yourself now?
Somewhat.
Okay. So we're talking about
Wait,
this.
did you finish talking about the Taliban?
Yeah, we did. Do you really need to go back to it?
Oh, I wanted to hear Frank's opinion. Although I'm sure I know what it is.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
We basically agreed it's just a fucking nightmare over there, and it's
It's a mess.
everybody's fault. Now
Everybody's
I
fine.
hear Janine super echoey. Are you hearing her
Me too.
echoey,
I
Frank?
hear you echoing.
I hear everybody just fine.
Okay.
Oh no.
Although you're a little glitchy, Anthony.
All right. Well, we'll just hope for the best here.
All right, now you're fine. You're back. Okay, so apparently there was an actress who was going to have the Gina Davis role in A League of Their Own, but she quit because a different actress in a different role in that movie was hired.
Right.
Now, my guess about the different actress is it's either Madonna or Rosie O'Donnell. Is it Rosie O'Donnell?
Nope.
That's Madonna. Okay.
Madonna.
Someone was pissed that Madonna was hired.
Yeah. Now, can you picture that movie without Gina Davis?
No.
Like, she's
Dottie, the Queen of Diamonds.
so good in it. And what's hysterical about this is her and her kid sister don't get along, and one of them winds up getting traded, which is basically this exact story in real life.
Oh really?
My guess. What the hell is going on?
I don't know
JSabs, we see your living
There's
room.
something wrong with this.
Okay. My guess would be get an actress of that era, around the same age as Gina Davis, Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Wrong.
That's a really good guess. Yeah, it's wrong, but that's a good one.
Madonna. She was already in the movie.
Yeah, well, this actress quit because Madonna got cast in the movie.
Who didn't like Madonna at the time? Mike, what about what's her name? Susan Sarandon.
These are all great guesses. They're all contemporaries of this person. Yeah. You're much better at guessing actresses than you are guessing
I know
dollar
movies.
amounts.
Movies for me are.
Yeah,
I'm in.
we found your talent.
Okay. Who else? I can't think. JSabs. Think of an actress comparable to
You got a guess?
Gina Davis around that era in the early '90s. Was it?
Yeah, early 90s. By the way, doesn't look like Gina Davis. Like, the fact that Gina Davis was great is because she was tall and intimidating. Like, this other
Yeah.
person is not tall.
This is like
Barbara Walters.
really annoying me.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Wait,
A League of Their Own.
she was in. This is stupid.
Janine might get this because she reads the gossip columns. She might know this.
No, I don't know this, but I'm taking a guess. Could it be? What's that movie with the duck? Howard the Duck. That girl.
Leah
what's her name?
Thompson?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Good guess.
amazing.
What about Carrie Fisher?
Also, you are doing great. You both are doing great, but no.
No. Okay. I give up. Who do you got?
Deborah Winger.
I
Deborah
don't even know who the
Winger.
fuck that is right now.
You don't know who Deborah Winger is?
No, I can't get it.
So Deborah Winger was going to play Dottie.
Deborah Winger was going to be Dottie.
Oh God.
I love
could see
Deborah
that.
Winger, by the way.
I could see that.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's a
No?
totally different movie.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Deborah Winger playing Kit.
I could see Deborah Winger playing Kit. Deborah Winger playing Dottie Henson. As the movie's a flop. It doesn't
So
do
Deborah
well.
Winger didn't like Madonna.
Yeah.
Do we know why?
Left
I'm
it
sure
out.
there's a popular feud there that I'm just not aware of.
But could
I
you
mean-
imagine? This is one of the great movies of all time. She fucking quit because of Madonna.
A lot of people don't like Madonna though.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be in a movie with Tom Hanks and all these people, you suck it up.
Listen to the reason why. Really snotty. She felt that with the addition of Madonna, it would make it a quote Elvis film, meaning it would be like a fluff. Like, you
Oh,
know how
like-
all the Elvis movies, it's like it's just Elvis in the movie. Like,
Yeah, it's a vehicle for Madonna to launch her acting career.
yeah.
All right.
I mean,
So
I don't feel it was really about her at all.
No, it wasn't. It went a completely different way. She was just an actress in the movie. And Madonna wasn't bad when she was acting. She was in Dick Tracy. She was good. She was in that. She was really good in League of Their Own, I thought.
yeah.
But, they went the right route with what's her name as Dottie. I don't know, I'm blanking on her name, but yeah.
Gina Davis.
Gina Davis. She was
Yeah.
great.
Like that whole film is the chemistry of Gina Davis and Tom Hanks and Rosie O'Donnell. And
I could have used a little more John Lovitz, to be honest with you.
Really?
I'm gonna go home and give my wife a little pickle tickle.
Little pickle tickle, and I can love John Lovitz. He's the best.
See how it works is the train moves, the station doesn't.
Hey, cowgirls. See the grass?
You definitely
Don't
have
eat
seen
it.
this movie way too much because I don't know any of these lines.
It's a League of Their Own. It's a classic. You got to watch that movie at least 5 times.
I've seen that movie way too many, no more times than any human being should. I
Oh,
feel like I
piss
saw
in
that
your
movie
hat.
more times than the friggin' editor has seen that movie.
Probably.
There are movies. I'm surprised when I hear about actors who say they've never seen their own movie. You ever run into that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. I'm like, I could probably do all your lines right now for you, and he's probably, and that actor's probably, I've never even seen the movie.
Yeah.
That ticks me off sometimes.
A lot of people are like, yeah, but you know what though? I hate watching this shit back or listening to this shit.
Me too, I don't.
Can't stand it.
I
mean,
can't
it's mostly
stand it
because
either
the
'cause of
co-hosts
you.
are annoying
Right.
me.
There you go.
Right.
Oh, Ginny, were you gonna say? I thought you were gonna say something.
No, I was gonna say.
All right.
I think we're replacing Anthony with Deborah Winger, by the way.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Let me tell you something right now. If the studio wants to replace JSabs with Madonna, I would quit. I would pull a Deborah Winger, and I would not stand by it.
Frankie C. Madonna show.
I'm not working
All
with
right,
her.
Madonna Frankie C. show.
Larry David said he was one of the people. By the way, we were talking about this. Like, could you imagine being one of the people who didn't make the COVID cut at the Obama super spreader event?
Right?
And it turns out Larry David is one of those people.
Let's be clear. Larry.
Really? Why?
Larry,
He
you're
had to
hilarious.
cut the list short, and it's just a matter of
Well,
who you
because
invite.
I think Larry David looks like he has COVID, though, like all the
Yeah.
time, doesn't he?
He looks like he has.
Malnutritioned.
He drank from the wrong chalice. And see, that's a Last Crusade. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He chose poorly.
All right, we'll let all the nerds get a laugh in, and then
I hate
we'll
you
start.
guys.
But,
What am I doing on this show?
I don't
But
know. You know, Larry David doesn't eat hot lunch. He has to have a cold lunch,
I kind of
Like a
agree with
sandwich?
him.
like a sandwich. Yeah, he won't have like a soup. Soup is a lunch thing. You won't. You look at JSabs loves it. You won't have a hot lunch, like a pizza, a slice of
How
pizza.
about a hot sandwich, like a chicken parm sandwich or something?
Different story, but I feel like I always say I don't want something hot for lunch. I want something cold. And no, I don't really like soup. I know I've said this before, and you guys think
What about
it's fucking
chowder?
weird. Yeah, that's okay. But like, I never go, oh, you know what? I really want soup.
See, now
I know I'm weird. Here's
No,
the
no.
silence.
As an adult, all the meals are mishmashed to me. Like there's no breakfast, lunch, and dinner anymore. It's just I'm gonna eat a meal now. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know what meal that is, so I'm just gonna eat
Second lunch.
second lunch. So there's no, dinner is usually dinner, but during the day there's no breakfast and lunch. It's just when I'm hungry I'll eat a meal. And depending on the
Did
time
you say
of day.
second lunch?
Yeah.
That's a total. That's a like credit. I feel like we need to have like an office callback of Seinfeld. Like we have to have a reference
board?
ticker.
That's actually from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, but
No,
That was it. It's from the office.
it's a misquote. Second breakfast.
Anyway, so Larry David, I guess Obama's assistant called him up because it was on Martha's Vineyard, and Larry David has a house on Martha's Vineyard, and he told the New York Times that, let me see here, he was on his home in the island. He said he was terrified that they would ask him to perform. I guess he got the invite. And then he was worried that they were going to be like, "Hey, why don't you get up and do a couple minutes?"
ooh.
That's valid. I mean,
How is that? I feel like even Larry David to perform. He doesn't really do stand up that much.
yeah, but he's done stand up.
Uh,
Or at least say something or write. I mean, he did
Oh,
a
he's
whole
funny though. He would have done something really good.
there's a little pressure there.
episode on Curb Your Enthusiasm on this exact topic, like having to go to somebody's event and
Yeah, wasn't it what's his name? That guy.
Yes.
Wasn't it Tom Cruise? Am I
No.
wrong?
Tom Cruise. No,
Did-
it was like
Jerry
one-
Seinfeld. It was something. I don't know.
You mixed up Tom Cruise and Jerry Seinfeld.
I did for a minute. I don't know why.
Why is this mission so impossible?
because you're
God.
because you're drunk, Janine. That's why.
I wish.
Anyway, he had it was like 3 days before the party. He thought they were going to call him up and ask him to perform. So he finally calls back Obama's assistant, and he says, and I quote, "When he told me I was 86 from the party, I was so relieved I screamed, 'Thank you, thank you.' His assistant must have thought I was insane. Then I hung up the phone, poured myself a drink, and finished my crossword puzzle."
That's hilarious.
He would do crossword puzzles
Yeah.
He seems
every
like a
single day
crossword
of his
puzzle
life,
guy.
right?
When I read that, I was like, can't you relate to that? Be like, I don't want to go
Just
to
a
this
huge
thing.
weight lifted off you.
Listen, and we've both been to each other's things the last couple of months, right? When was the last time you went to anything that you were fucking excited about?
Wow, you are like the
went
most
to bed
miserable
last night.
person.
I'm not miserable. I'm just saying none of these things are for me. They're for kids. They're for other people. Like there's no.
You know what? You just don't like others.
I like others.
You just don't want to have to be forced to do something.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's an obligation.
There's a lot. There's a lot
You
of
don't have
watch
to
the
do anything.
kids,
No
say
one's
to
going to ask you to perform if that's
put
what you're
that
worried about.
down, get off the swing, stop drinking pool
Well,
water.
you got to do that anyway.
And this is all the adults, by the way. Then the kids have all their shit.
I wouldn't drink the pool water.
Well,
Would Jay what's swimming in it? No thanks.
that's not what I heard.
Oh.
But yeah, so but that idea of like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a drink and do my crossword puzzle, like that sounds so peaceful.
Can you picture him in like a little cardigan sweater and like sitting in a lounge chair, just
Yeah.
You know what though? You're right, because there's definitely been times where like we had plans to do something and the other person canceled, and I told my husband, and he's like,
gosh.
"Are you kidding me? Yes."
Canceled plans are one of life's little gifts.
Yes.
Every now and then,
But-
you just
No,
They're great.
no.
But all kidding aside, I like our little friends gatherings. This is not even this is more, this is like going to a work party.
right.
Yeah, no.
Like this is like your work party being canceled, and you could just stay home and have a cocktail and, you know,
Do
Do your
nothing.
crossword puzzle.
do whatever you want. Yeah, exactly. That's
Let me be
fucking
clear.
great.
There will be no crossword puzzles.
Yeah, like they're not
a
like
party.
he's not friends with Obama. Who wants to go to Obama's party? Like seriously. I
Obama
mean,
was on the Comedians in Cars. Maybe I'm sure they know each other and they've hung out like a little.
great.
Well, what do you
This
want
is
from me?
this is like running into other radio people and be like, oh, what kind of board do you? And shut
No,
the fuck
it's
up. I
like
don't give a
working with
shit.
other radio people.
I hated that stuff. What kind of board you on? Shut up. What kind
The
of
one
board
that
I am.
yeah.
Again,
sound goes
people.
through.
The cheap 1978 one that the asshole people don't want to replace. That's what.
See,
fucking,
that's a lot of people don't realize with radio. Most of the radio stations that you hear are running off of boards. If you've seen an old movie with radio, it's those brown boards with the white faders on them, and they're just like a brown made of wood paneling. That's what we're running off of mostly.
fucking awful.
Every now and then you run into a radio station with an updated board, but other than that, it's all that wood paneling college radio boards.
Well, here's the crazy thing though, and this is what's happened over the last few years, because I've done talks at colleges, which is why
Toxicology?
talks at colleges.
Oh,
Why would anybody
toxicology.
have me talk at a college? I mean, I won't.
I don't know.
I don't get them anymore. And there's probably a reason why. But I would go to these colleges, and they would have newer shit than at the professional radio stations that I worked for,
Yeah.
because they had all this money, and you know, people were paying all this fucking tuition and shit, and they just had the money.
Agreed. I don't get it. Yeah, they're trained on the high tech stuff, and then they get into the real world, and it's like a hamster on a wheel, and it's like gotta make sure he
is this?
stays on the wheel. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, and I tell these kids, I'm like, you got nicer shit. Like,
Yeah. Stay
know.
here. Keep working on this stuff.
all right, I have the greatest proposal ever for JSabs and Frank, but first, the robots are taking over.
This
Oh, I
is
saw
amazing,
this.
by the way.
They built this fucking life-size, what do they call this? Gundam robot?
Yeah, it's 59 feet tall, and that is not CGI. That is it actually doing the motions. I don't know
Alright.
if it's sped up the footage, but it's still pretty scary.
They built this thing. It looks like it's in a dock of like a space shuttle would take off
Right.
from.
All right. Oh, there's the Gundam cartoon.
Which is, by the way, looks like a transformer for people who don't know what Gundam is.
Right. It's a Japanese version of like Transformers.
Yeah, so
Look
it's
at them
bad
building
enough. We got these Boston robot people that are building robots that can fucking dance and open doors. Now the Japanese are building bigger size ones that'll kill us faster. I mean,
Right.
between the two, we have no hope.
I mean, how much does this? Look at this thing.
Where's Will Smith? When you need him.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Don't tell me that's not a good movie.
Which one?
What movie?
I, Robot.
That is a good movie. I like it.
Thank you.
I like iRobot.
Yeah. No, that's weird. That's freaking me out. The full-grown 60-foot robot. I mean, I know someone's controlling it, but after a while, they're gonna be like, we don't need the guy in there anymore.
You're gonna lose control
Let's just.
over.
It's gonna be Skynet. We're running right towards it, towards the Terminator takeover.
Ooh.
Yeah, totally. Hilton sucks balls. I have a big problem with the Hilton organization right now.
Uh-oh.
You started this. Now, what you were looking to book a hotel.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Let me hear. Let me hear this. Let me hear this. Let me hear this.
Let me start by saying I haven't taken a fucking vacation in a 2 years. The last time I took a week off was 2019, and I spent it stuck in a house in
Oh.
South Carolina
North Carolina.
with
Not me.
over there.
Not me.
And
Yeah.
I was pregnant.
Who was pregnant and miserable.
And one of the days there was no AC.
Every 5 minutes, it's so hot in here. Why is it so hot in here? I go, because you're baking a human being in your stomach. That's why it's so hot.
It's the middle of summer.
And she runs hot to begin with. And then I got another one who's trying to hang an American flag outside. I got another one who won't stop buying meat for the house that we're never going to eat. It was insanity. Who wants to go fishing?
I opted out of this trip.
Me.
Anyway,
Smart.
so, and I snuck away. I did 3 days in Newport last year when it was like, when everybody was like, okay, it's, it's safe to go wherever, even though they tracked the shit out of it. I remember I went to a place to get a lobster roll. She's like, can you write your phone number and address down? I go, I just want a lobster roll, like contact tracing, like this.
I just want your phone number and address, you son of a bitch.
What is happening right now? So anyway, so there's been 7 failed vacation attempts this year. I just haven't been able to finagle it, figure it out, who's doing this, and then it gets pushed and canceled, and birthdays and all this shit. So in a couple of weeks, my uncle's birthday, my son's birthday, my parents come up from Florida. We were going to do a Saturday down at the Jersey Shore. Got a family house over there. Very nice. Too many people. We can't all fit. Got to get a hotel. Went to go book a hotel like 3 months ago when everything was like opening up. It was like $600 a night for like a Motel 6.
Get the.
So I was like, this isn't happening. We'll just do a day. Of course, nobody's booking them now because they're so friggin' expensive. So all the prices now, 2 weeks ahead of time, are starting to come crashing down. So I said to my wife, let's do it. Let's, do I want to spend $300 a night on a hotel room that's not on a beach? No. But it's family, whatever. We'll do it. So we're looking around and we find this hotel. It was $330 or whatever it was. So I go on Trivago, whatever the fuck one of these things are, and I see it's $275. So I'm like, oh, all right, good. So I know how these things work. These sites take a percentage and whatever. They're paying the hotel chain less. So I feel, let's call up the hotel. If they'll give us the rate, great. Call Hilton up, and the guy goes, not only will we match your price, we'll take 25% off
Oh.
if you find a lower rate. Okay, great. Hold on, we'll transfer you to our price match department. 45 minutes on hold.
No.
You ever get on hold for so long and you're hearing that fucking music and the saying that we have your safety in mind, all our new procedures and blah, blah.
Oh, you could recite it by the end of the call.
But you ever get into such a trance and you got it kind of low and then you realize, you think it's like 10 minutes and then you look at your phone and you're like, holy shit, we've been waiting for 45 minutes.
Ugh.
So hang up, call back, get a new guy. Tell the guy the situation. Okay, let me get you over to our price match department. I go, you just tried to transfer us over there. We waited for 45 minutes. Nobody picked up the phone. Okay, hold on. Oh, it looks like they're closed. Well, good.
I was just going to say they're probably closed.
I'm glad that we stopped that. So she goes, well, there's nothing
We
I
weren't
can
closed 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, she goes, oh, there's nothing I could really do for you. Because she goes, let me see the rate. And I go, I have a screenshot of it. Like, I have a screenshot. Because here's the other problem. Let me give everybody a little travel tip. You want to find forget a great rate. You want to not be taken advantage of? Go into a private window on whatever your browser is and go to Google Hotels and search for a hotel. Because let me tell you what these companies do, and I know this because on the marketing consulting that I do, this is basically what happens. They cookie you. They track you. So if you go to a hotel or you go on Trivago or Expedia or one of these places and you look at a place, if you like click on that hotel or you even like stop on the page and look long enough and you don't book it, the next time you go back, that hotel will be higher.
Oh, really?
Because they now know that you went and visited, you checked out the price, you're showing interest, so they up the price because they think that they can get you to buy for more.
Yep.
Swear to God. But if you open up an incognito window or a private window, they can't track that. They don't. The cookies can't see it. So they give you the the honest rate of what it is.
How is that legal?
100% true. This is what these places, this is what these travel sites are doing now. So when I got the good rate and I went back for it again, it had already gone up
Ooh, to what?
3 something or whatever it was, like the regular rate. So I'm trying to like
You got to delete the cookies or whatever. Reset your cookies.
I'm trying to explain this to the guy. But here's the thing. He goes, well, I can't see it. I go, all right, well, I'm back now. And there's another site that has it for 300, not 330. Can you see that? And he's like, no, it looks like you have to be signed in to see that. I go, well, can you fucking sign in? Because what? How does this work? People just call you and they go, oh, I saw this rate for cheaper. And you go, oh, well, we can't see it. And that's the end of your fucking
Yeah.
price match.
How do you make good on these deals?
Yeah. So I go, so he goes, well, you can call back tomorrow, and talk to the price match department. I go, but tomorrow, God knows what the rate's going to be.
Right.
Do you have a supervisor that maybe can lock in this rate? Like, I'm not unreasonable. I'm not Karening out on this, people. I'm like, can we just be like, I can send you the thing so at least you could see I'm not a liar. And, we can make whatever arrangements tomorrow. He goes, okay, hold on. 20 minutes waiting. Puts the supervisor, gets on the phone. No problem, sir. I can't see the rate, but our price match department will take care of it. I'll transfer right away. I go, oh. The person
They are
just
closed, pal.
before you said it was closed. Oh, no, they were misinformed. I go, are you sure? Because
Oh my God, no.
I go, I was on hold prior to that for 40 minutes. No, sir. He goes, I will double check, and if they're open, I will transfer you. If not, I'll pick you back up. Okay. Transfers me. 53 minutes later.
No.
Come on.
Still, nobody is picking up the fucking phone. And I have screenshots. So, by the way, we just run out of time. My wife calls, or last night was 45 minutes later, whatever. My wife calls back. Can I show this? Yeah, this is their phone number. My wife calls back today.
53 minutes.
Another 53 minutes.
Oh my God.
Gets nothing done. Then calls back. Gets on the phone with somebody. Gets to the price match department finally. Right? Goes, this is the thing, blah, blah, blah. She goes, listen, forget that you're fucking us out of the 277 rate that we saw. What about the 300 rate that's up there today? And the guy goes, well, that rate has a different cancellation policy. So she goes, what? She goes, the person goes, well, with us, you can cancel to the day before. With this one, you could cancel up to the 20th, or else then it's locked in. So she goes, all right. So lock me in then. What do I give a shit? I'm fucking going. It's happening. We're going to be there. No, if the cancellation policy is different, we can't match the rate. So I'll go, this is total bullshit then.
What the hell is that?
You're running a fucking bullshit scam telling people you'll price match and then take 20, which I thought, by the way, I didn't even want the 25%. Like, just
match the price.
Just match the price. And then you can have all of my money, because if I give it to Expedia, you're not getting all of that money. Expedia's getting that money.
So what you're saying now, is price match just bullshit everywhere, or is this a Hilton thing?
Well, this was the Hilton price match.
They don't tell you though that the cancellation policy has to be the same too.
No, I mean, you know what? I didn't look at the teeny eensy weensy print down at the bottom.
I hate that teensy print.
But I'm sure it's in there. But this bullshit idea of just tell us. And by the way, we weren't even fucking looking for it. They offered it when we called.
Hey, listen, now they get nothing. Now they don't get your business. Right? Or did you book? You ended up booking.
No. I won't stay there at a principal.
All right, good.
I won't do it.
Because Hilton has enough money.
You're just fucking lying to people. And you know what? It ain't about the money. It's $20, $30, $60 difference.
It's a big snow job.
I really got upset. Yeah, because it's a bullshit. You're out there fucking brag. Because then we went to the website and we're like, oh, here it is. It says right here, we'll match and take 25% off. You're fucking lying. Because the cancellation date is different. What kind of a Cosby fuck technicality is that you're running your business on?
No, that's some bullshit. Because the cancel... What?
Total bullshit.
So their training is probably talk your way out of these things.
Yeah. And what about the scumbag that goes, the supervisor? That's like, no, they're open. You were misinformed. I'll transfer you right over. And kept us on, and we were on hold for another.
Did you ever talk to him again?
No, his name was Joe though. I'll out that motherfucker.
Call him back. Say, hey, asshole Joe.
Yeah, I should have, because you don't want to be one of those whiny Karens. It's like, what's your
No, but you're
employee
getting
number?
fucked. You're getting fucked.
But we were totally getting fucked on this.
See, being a Karen is a different story. Being a Karen is complaining when it's not warranted. But this seems warranted.
What the hell?
You all right there, JSabs?
No, not really. My phone said it was way too hot. I needed to
Nice jugs.
wait until it cooled down.
All right, what am I looking at? What are we behind here? Bottle?
Are we
What
behind a
is that?
toaster?
What is this? I think it's a waffle maker.
Oh my
Looks like
god.
a typewriter.
What the hell? Hold on a minute.
That's a waffle maker.
I think it's
What?
an old-fashioned radio. What was that?
Nope. An amp. I mean,
A pedal. Who
pedal.
plays the guitar in your house? Does he?
Yeah.
Come on, where you been, bro?
I play the. Why haven't we ever jammed with him?
Oh my god, you're such a.
Oh,
that
'cause
was
we're
such
not-
a
Doesn't
dad
like you.
joke.
Because we're not, teenagers. Got it.
Right.
All right.
Jam out with your clam out. I want to hear the rest of your just the end. I just missed the end.
Yeah, that
before
was
my
it. We
phone
just
must
got
blew up.
we got
No,
fucked.
they got
They
screwed.
won't. You
Can
heard
I
all
ask
of it.
you what town this was in near the Jersey Shore?
I don't know if I want to say.
Come on.
I mean, I don't want to tell people where I'm gonna be at an exact fucking time.
Oh, you think they're gonna flock there?
No, but I've run
Maybe.
into people. Did I ever tell you the story of the time I ran into a listener once in Connecticut, and I swear to you, I might have had a drink or two. I go,
Punch him right out.
oh, this is Frank's stepmom. So I go up to, this woman comes by and she goes, Aunt?
As in my stepmom?
Your stepmom, Lucille.
Right.
She goes, Aunt? I look over at this woman. I go, oh, hey. In my head, I go, oh, it's Lucille. This woman looked exactly like your stepmother. I'm
but it
telling
wasn't
you,
her.
15 fucking minutes into the conversation, I go, holy shit, this is not Frank's stepmom. This is a fucking listener. And I'm talking to her like, how's everything? How's it going?
You dick.
I
Hey,
stopped-
you made her day
Awkward.
for a 15-minute conversation. You made her day.
Yeah, it was lovely. I was happy, but I swear to God, I was almost about to say, like, how's Joe doing? Have you spoken to, like I was literally about to out myself to this woman that I totally fucking thought she looked a lot like your stepmom. But afterwards, I was like, I'm a complete and total asshole for mixing this up.
Yeah. No, you're an asshole for other reasons too.
One time I told the audience on the air that it was my wedding anniversary and that I was going back to the scene of the crime for dinner. I don't think it was 2 years since I had been married, since I said where I got married. I went to dinner with my wife that night, and sitting 3 tables over was somebody staring at us the entire time.
Are you fucking
You
kidding
probably
me?
just had food on your face.
And I'm going to
Is it
myself,
because you had
Stuck in
your
your-
dick out again?
You had your
Maybe
food
that's
stuck
it.
in your beard.
now I'm
No,
going to
he had his
myself.
dick out once again.
All right, are you two done?
Food face. Dick out.
So I'm saying this is an odd coincidence. I'm like, is this woman staring at me or am I, whatever?
Oh no.
Because I know you're going to be like, you guys, you're an egomaniac, you're an asshole. Go home that night. Bling, phone goes off. Message on Facebook. Were you at the blah, blah, blah tonight? Blah, blah, blah? Yeah. Sat there like for 2 hours watching me. Didn't say anything to me and then messaged me right after. Like,
Could have been a coincidence.
yeah, she just so happened to go to the same fucking
It's a
place.
popular place.
Yeah, there was like nobody there. Last episode, we were talking about Steve Bannon
Yeah.
and our good buddy Brian the Cannon Bannon, who was on WLNG, took our podcast, took our comments, and turned it into a promo for his radio station.
It's the 5 o'clock whistle.
I didn't never agree with everything that Bannon said, but there could be video of him saying something horrible, so please, I can't vouch for everything the guy has said.
I thought that was incredibly creative because his name is Brian the Cannon Bannon, and I was talking about Steve Bannon.
No, did he use my voice at all in any of the promos?
No.
Okay, because that's, I charge for that.
There's a fee for that?
There's a fee.
Oh God.
I charge $2 a letter.
That's big time.
Hey,
big time.
when you're big time, you can charge that kind of money.
Yeah. All right, I have a proposal.
All right, this is from a listener. What is this now?
I got this from a listener.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, somebody who is very close and listens to everything that we say.
Okay.
And this is maybe the most genius idea I've ever heard, and I'm kicking myself for not coming up with it.
All right.
JSabs, you are unvaccinated, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Frank, you are on the pro-vaccinated trip.
Yes.
You want
I am-
everybody to get vaccinated?
Yes, I am vaccinated, and I think everybody should.
Whereas I don't care, and I think people should die. If Janine dies at this point, I mean,
Right. Like you said, whatever.
we'll
Up to
lose
me.
a couple of followers,
to me.
but basically up to her. So I get this thing from this listener, and she says to me, "What do you think about this idea?" She clearly has been listening for quite. I think she's an old radio listener that's come over to the podcast, which I greatly appreciate. But she says, and this is for the both of you.
Come on,
I
spit it
don't
out.
know.
What is it? Yeah. Right,
God, he keeps throwing these. And by the ways, in. Just fucking say it. What is it?
I don't know if I can get. At first, I thought Janine would be hard to get on this, and now I don't know if Frank's going to be the difficult one.
What could it be?
She asked, "Would Janine get vaccinated
Me.
if Frank agreed to wear the Trump MAGA hat?"
Yes.
What? You said
How-
yes?
If it'll get Janine vaccinated, I probably would do it.
You'll wear the Trump MAGA hat
He said,
if-
How
no,
long?
he said probably. He
for
said
an
probably.
episode,
A whole episode.
for the whole week,
Can I talk shit about a whole week?
during an entire month of wearing
Easy,
it.
easy. No. Easy now.
Oh,
I go,
got-
Janine will never go for this. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, well, Frank's never going to go for this.
no.
I don't know. I'd probably do it if it would help. If it would get Janine vaccinated.
If it would get Janine vaccinated, you would wear the MAGA hat for an entire month.
I don't know about a month, but yeah, I'd wear it
For a week?
And
on the
I'm
show.
gonna, I'm gonna add to it.
There's no adding.
Oh, yes, there is. You have to thank Trump for the vaccine.
Nope.
You have to say thank you.
All right, now I don't want you vaccinated. I would do it if it would help you, but
You'd wear
you
the
don't seem
hat
to want
for
the help.
a week straight.
She's not gonna get. You're not gonna get vaccinated.
He ain't
so
gonna
what
wear
is-
the hat. He ain't gonna wear
I'll
the
wear
hat.
it.
And he's not gonna
I'll wear
thank
it.
him for it. He's not gonna thank
I'm
him
not
for the
thanking
vaccine.
him, but I'll wear
Oh,
it.
see, I knew that.
He did fast track the vaccine, Frank.
Did
He
he?
did. He did.
I can't believe you agreed to this so quick.
I know,
Because I
right?
care that people get this.
You really must. Janine, if he agrees to wear the hat, if this is real, if Frank doesn't pull a Hilton, but there's some fine print here. My wife really enjoyed that because she went through all the Hilton pain. Would you?
I still reserve the right to talk shit about Trump while I'm wearing the hat. But all the deal is that I wear it. Then that's okay.
Would you?
She. Oh, too bad she didn't say to wear it to our next friends gathering.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, but only a few people would see that. This would be thousands of people would be seeing me wear it.
That's true.
Thousands.
I think we could hit a couple.
I don't think Janine
100,000
would do
if
it.
we share it the right way.
Janine ain't doing it.
Wow.
I don't know.
I would
she's
do
being-
it. I would do it if you would thank him.
Would you?
If you would thank him for the vaccine.
Do I have to mean it?
How would I know if you meant it?
I don't think you have
That's
to meet it.
Right.
This is a Larry David bit. Like it's an apology.
It
You
is.
don't have to meet
It
it.
is.
I don't have to mean it. I just said it.
You just have to say it.
That's fine. You want
So,
me? All right.
A
I wear
MAGA
the-
hat and a thanks
I'll
for the
how about-
vaccine.
One episode. MAGA hat vaccine.
Now it's going to one.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is
we're
a good-
compromising.
This is
We're
a
making
good
a deal here.
negotiation.
Right.
This is a real deal.
You would really do this to make her to if she would get the vaccine.
I think so.
She's not answering, so I don't know.
I
If
don't
she's
What
think
gonna
she
about
go
if?
for it.
Yeah, but what about if it's the Johnson and Johnson vaccine, or can it be any?
No,
one
I'd want you to get the good one.
No, one of the ones that work.
Yeah. Get the Pfizer or the other one.
I still am very surprised that you guys are like against the Johnson and Johnson one. I am.
It's just not as effective. That's all.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
it's one
77.
shot.
So what?
I'm very
cares?
surprised at this.
I don't care. It could be 5 shots as long as it works. You're not going to do it,
I
so
I
what's the
can't
point of
believe
this?
I'm gonna have to think about this. How about that? I'll think
See,
about it.
because then it has nothing to do with the vaccine itself.
What do you mean?
Like, if you were willing to get it, if I do something, then your worries about what's in the vaccine and it being
Kinda.
tested.
Well, that's
is-
why I have to
is-
think about it.
Is moot.
Right. Moot.
This is a great proposal. Like, can we give it up to the person who came up with this?
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Very good. It's very good. I was taken back by this.
Were you?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Because
You and your husband have to get it.
I do this for a living, so for somebody to outdo me at this is very. I take
Right.
it very personally. Right,
You
it's
remember the
brilliant.
name, the first name of the person?
I do. She doesn't want to be.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Well, she just doesn't want to be.
Yeah,
I wonder
out.
who it is.
she doesn't want to
She's a
be
listener.
It
associated
has
with
to be.
such a shit program.
Forget that.
It's not a bad move.
Don't ever say my name. Don't
Yeah,
ever
why
say
do
my
you
name.
think-
Is what she's saying.
Why do you think I go by Frankie C?
What are you thinking here, Janine? You thinking about it? Is this possible? Is this a possibility? I will
mean-
say from the get-go, I always thought you might have you were gonna. All right, I'll say this. In the beginning, I thought you were gonna fold, and then as we got weeks into it, I thought, oh, she's not folding.
What do you
she's
mean,
not gonna
like
get this.
weeks, like when?
Like in the beginning when we started talking about like stuff, and you're like, I'm not getting it. I was like, oh, you said a couple of things that I was like, oh, maybe she'll come around, or I don't know. I don't know if she's that against it, you know. And then you were like, really, really, like, fuck that shit. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's really against it. So I thought you might have waned in the beginning, and then like weeks in, I was like, oh, she's not waning on this. She's not giving up on this.
Well, don't you know something about me? Like once I make up my mind, oh, it's very hard to change my mind.
I couldn't
Very
tell by
Even when science tells you the opposite?
I couldn't tell by the fact that you picked a boyfriend when you were 14 and you stuck with him for the last 15
That's
fucking
true.
years.
You're staying with me, kid.
Yeah.
Now you can't leave.
Yeah, you're very stubborn.
Before I forget, I have a really good, like, small story. It has to do. It kind of has to do with the story that I walked into.
Okay. So you gonna think about this?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
think
don't have
about
to
it.
give an answer now. This is a bigger deal, obviously,
Oh yeah,
for
obviously.
you.
I'm gonna put fucking tracker in my arm.
When I first, what did you say? You're gonna put what in your arm?
A tracker. That's what people think that I think.
When I first read this,
people
I
Frank.
go, she's
I
not
don't think
gonna,
that.
she's not gonna do this. And then I thought about it for a while, and I go,
He's not gonna
do this.
Yeah, I
either.
don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll
I
do
would-
it.
I
I
can't
would
believe
do
how
it if
quickly you
Janine-
agreed to it.
Because my ego is not as valuable as Janine's health.
Wow.
You're a fucking inspiration to people everywhere.
Thank you.
I
I would
wonder-
rather see Janine and Guy healthy
I wonder if other
We
people
are healthy.
for the long run.
mentally though. I wonder if other people will follow suit and trying to get their other friends to be like, I will wear some crazy shit and hop around on one foot.
I mean, I will say to the day I die that I do not believe in the hat. I do not believe in the guy. I hate everything about it,
Yeah.
but I'll wear it if it'll get you vaccinated.
By the way, you also have to paint cartoon characters on her kid's wall in their bedroom. That's also part
That's
of it.
one or the other. I can't just give away my services.
Well, now you agreed so fast. I got to see what else we can get out of you.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly,
that's
right?
it. One or the other. Paint whatever you want. No problem.
Is this the last story of the day?
This is the last story. Yeah. So, all right. Stay tuned. We will get an answer from JSabs. You need a week? You need a couple days? I don't know. Let's leave it open ended. I don't want
Force me
to
into doing anything that I
put
don't
pressure
wanna
on
do.
this. Yeah,
No,
because
okay.
the thought of you getting COVID and dying is also pretty appealing to me. So 6 and 1/2 doesn't
My mother's not gonna like that.
I don't know which one would make me happier, Frank in a hat or you dead. So we won't put the pressure on you. We'll give you some time.
I'm not
Wait.
buying the hat.
The weight.
I will buy the hat and the
Okay.
shirt.
All right.
and
Shirt.
the tie.
Yeah, the shirt.
No.
I thought we said hat and shirt.
We did say hat and
Well,
shirt.
you just said hat. All you said was hat.
Rewind the tape.
All
Go
right,
to
we'll
the
go back to the
tapes.
tape. If I just
I
said
didn't even know
hat,
there was a shirt.
if I just said hat, it'll just be hat.
What shirt are we talking about?
She said shirt, so I then I.
I didn't
fucked
even
up.
know there was a shirt.
All right, if I didn't say shirt, then no shirt. But
I
if
thought
I
it was
said,
just a stupid red hat.
we'll go back and we'll say whichever it is. You agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll see. This is exciting.
I know Janine's
have
not
a
going to do it, so it doesn't matter
cliffhanger
what I
now.
agree to. So
Okay.
maybe she will. I don't know. Maybe she'll surprise me.
Are you starting to get worried that maybe she will surprise you?
He's like, oh,
That's
fuck,
fine.
I'm gonna have to wear that fucking hat.
That's
And
fine.
say it, and say those true words.
I ain't saying shit.
Written by
I'll wear the
Janine.
hat, but I ain't saying
A
shit.
statement written by Janine.
Here's the thing. Either way, the listeners and viewers win. That's the beautiful part about this whole thing. Either way, this is going to turn out to be fun.
As long as while I'm wearing the hat, the listeners don't mind hearing me,
Bully, he said. He was gonna say bully.
No, I was gonna say bullshit, but hear me talk crap about Trump. That's fine. Because I reserve that right. I'm not kissing his ass. I'll wear the hat for my friend, but I'm not kissing his ass. I'll say he's still a giant dick while I wear the stupid hat.
That's nice. He called you his friend, Janine. That's really nice.
That's really.
Do you feel bad that you were the one who turned him in to the IRS for not paying his taxes back in 2012?
I'm still fighting that. I can't release my taxes until this audit is over.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That was for you. Don't worry. That was a joke.
All right, JSabs, you got a story before we go?
Very short. Very
Okay.
quick. That's what she said. Before I'm talking to my mother, she tells me that my cousin is going to Turkey to meet a girl that he was talking to for the last 7 months online. And I was like, what? Really? Him? Like, and she's like, yeah. I was like, well, like, when's he gonna go? And like, I'm thinking like maybe a few weeks, a month, months. He fucking went tonight. I'm like,
So your cousin went to meet some girl that he was talking to online in Turkey.
in the midst of everything, going on over there, like, so I texted him naturally.
Well,
I was
isn't it-
like, are you a 90-day fiance? And like, just not telling me, like, what's the deal? And he's like, well, it's kind of like that, but not the fiance part yet. So he told me he met her on Tinder, and he is legit going to meet her tonight. 10-hour flight. And he said to me, he's like, I mean, I think it's real, but like, he doesn't know.
This could be a 60-year-old man.
Right. So I said, all right, well, I guess I'll see you, maybe in a training video for the Taliban. So we'll see.
Turkey does not connect with Afghanistan. They're close, but they're not that close.
Your
No,
cousin's
I
going to be
mean-
hanging off a U.S. Air Force plane as it takes
Exactly.
off, leaving the region.
So
You
I'm
got to
just
go
like,
through Iran first to get to Afghanistan from Turkey,
Right.
which is also not a
He's
picnic.
probably going to run through it.
It's all the same. Stop pretending like there's a difference.
I mean,
You think
I
they're
just-
looking at us going, no, that's Canada, not the United
Yeah,
States. It's all the
exactly.
fucking same shit.
Exactly.
Same dopes. Go ahead.
But I mean, could you just imagine, like he had this set from, I don't know how long ago,
Good
and
for
now
him.
he's gonna go tonight.
no,
like,
that's insane. Good for
How old?
him.
How old is he?
He is
20s.
like
All right,
27.
so he can do what he wants.
Nah,
What?
He can do what he
no.
wants.
You would go-
27.
You would go to fly to Turkey
Turkey's
today.
fine.
Today
This
is
is
not
bullshit.
fine.
Nothing wrong with
It's
going-
not
This,
fine.
this is
There's not much
bullshit.
going on in Turkey with this.
This is bullshit because I can tell you Frank is a tried and true New Yorker, and he has said what I have said, which we have all said. Oh, this girl is cute. Oh, cool. Where's she from? Staten Island. Oh, never mind. I'm not fucking crossing the
I'm not going to
Verrazano
Staten Island, but I might go to Turkey.
Yeah, no.
Bridge. We
It's
won't
like,
pay a
oh.
fucking $35 toll to go.
The
see
tolls are a
somebody.
little much over the
Staten
Verrazano. Let's be fair here. I got to drive across a
Staten
bit. What is it?
Island.
It's like $18 to come.
Yeah.
Get the hell
So
outta
you're
here.
full of shit. Going to flying to Turkey? That's insanity.
I mean, with everything
would.
going on right now, I think that's crazy. Even more.
It's not
if we
happening
were
in Turkey.
If we were in the
Yeah,
midst of
but-
world peace, I would say this is insane behavior. Like
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. I mean,
crazy.
have you ever seen 90 Day Fiance? It's like kind of like the
So
same
what's
thing.
the plan though? He's gonna go meet her and what? Bring her back here or live there or just visit?
They're going to some resort for 2 weeks. She paid for it, supposedly.
your cousin will be murdered,
Yeah.
dismembered, and
I hope you
and-
said your goodbyes.
Yes. The next time you hear from your cousin, it'll be from Don Lemon on fucking CNN.
Do you know like his situation? Like, is he there? Do you know?
He's on
He's
the
in the
flight
air
now.
right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
mean,
think travel was like. I mean, can you, with COVID going on, can you travel any like? I didn't think you could travel to a lot of places.
I don't know what their thing is there, but
I don't
I
know
guess it's okay for him to go because he's
Yeah.
going there. But I mean,
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go spend 2 weeks with this girl and then what? Come back home and then what?
Hey, maybe
I-
if they hit it off, maybe there's gonna be something there. Maybe it's worth You never know. If they fall in love, maybe they marry. Who knows? Brings her over.
This is like
Or he
the
moves there.
premise of every 90 Day Fiance couple. I'm not kidding you.
I don't know why the both of you are against love.
I'm not against love, but obviously, if someone wants their green card, that's what happens. Like,
Hey.
like if you watch the show, Frank, you're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah, I don't know
okay,
90
so
Day Fiancé.
that's why he's coming here. Oh, that's why she's coming here.
Is that what
Like, it's-
happens in that?
Yes.
That
I
could
mean,
be.
it
It
happens
could
all the
be.
time too.
It could be that situation. We don't know. That's a very good possibility.
I
But
just think it's crazy.
Here's what
hey, the guy has nothing to lose. Probably. He's just. You know what?
Maybe
I'm not-
his life or his head.
Is everything to lose.
Depending on the
It's
Taliban.
Turkey. It's Turkey. Relax.
Is he kidding me?
Turkey is not.
It is not safe right now to
Would you
there
go to
either.
Greece?
I would go to Greece.
Greece is literally next door to Turkey.
I know, but it's different there. It's different.
How?
It just is. It's different.
These are all lies. Neither of you would go to Bayonne, New Jersey for fucking somebody. This is all full of
Oh,
shit.
you mean for somebody, or you mean like just to go?
I would, but I dated when I don't know. Obviously before.
JSabs married somebody that grew up
Across
4
the street.
minutes from her front door. Frank married somebody that grew up a 12-minute car ride from where he grew up.
No, it was like a half-hour car ride.
Well, in traffic, I'm talking
Yes,
about.
it's always traffic.
I'm talking about prime traveling.
By
time.
1 in the morning, there's no traffic, but prime traveling time is traffic.
Whatever.
I used to date someone in Jersey. I used to have to go back and forth all the time.
Ugh.
Was I around for this? I don't remember that. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I do. Oh, yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, I used to have to go over the Verrazano every time.
That didn't last long.
No, it didn't.
You're breaking up with me? It's not you. It's the Verrazano.
The
I
damn
can't
Verrazano,
fucking
Staten
take it
Island.
anymore.
I gotta
Well,
go
it's
through the Staten
true.
Island Expressway. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, nobody should have to suffer through Staten Island ever.
That was our main problem.
But here's my question. What is wrong? What's happening in your cousin's life that he thinks that he can't find love in the largest city that our country has to offer? We have the
I-
most people here.
Here's
I
my
said to
question
myself,
too.
go ahead.
Is he in New York?
He's on Long Island.
Here's my question. I don't know how Tinder works. I've never had Tinder. How, can you set like a
It works
range?
the same as Grinder. See
No,
what I did there?
you're an ass.
Go ahead.
You do. You said it like you put in your zip code. Not that I
And
know.
yeah, but how did he match with someone all the way in Turkey?
That's what I said. That's what I'm waiting. That's what I.
I mean,
I'm
Tinder
waiting
hooks
for
you
him
up with people in the area, right?
That's what I'm waiting for him to respond back to me because
But
I want to
this-
say, how did
but-
you meet her from Turkey?
In
That's what I wanna
defense, I've never used Tinder, but I know that like when I go to HomeDepot.com, they're like, this item is in stock, and then I go and look, and it's like in Biloxi, Mississippi. And I'm like, oh shit, how did it set my thing to Biloxi, Mississippi,
Right.
and not Long Island?
I don't know, man. I mean, Tinder. I would imagine you set it to like New York or wherever amount of miles. I don't know how you match with someone
You
in
do.
Turkey.
You put in your zip code and then you set it like range of miles.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
but
if you're
Turkey's
in
like
Turk-
6,000 miles away?
Right. What does it automatically geofence your phone, or if you're in Turkey and you just put in a New York zip code, are you then just considered to be in New York?
I have no idea, but how Tinder works is like similar interest.
So come at you with anyone in the world.
Unless you put a location on it.
All right.
This is
Or maybe
what I'm
she was in.
waiting.
Maybe she was in America for a little bit, and they met.
How
or
can I find green card husband? There you go.
was the similar interest traveling with the risk of death? Come on, I'm sorry. This is fucked up. You're gonna spend 2 weeks with somebody. You know, if this girl was here in New York, and you were gonna meet and spend 2 weeks with them at a resort, that would be too much.
Yes.
That would be out of control and completely uncalled for.
Even if you were talking to them for 7 months.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, the people on 90 Day Fiance, so, you know, they meet online and then they go to the other person's country, or that person comes here and they spend sometimes they spend a month with each other, which is a lot. That's a lot.
Wait, that's what that show is all about? It's somebody from another country all the time?
Yeah. Yep.
Seems weird.
That's very weird.
It is.
And then they're just here for like a month?
What is this 90-day thing?
Or 2 weeks. And they have 90 days to decide if they want to get married, something like that. I don't know. They never even get to that premise of that show because they just they're so fucked up, these people. You have to watch the show. It's good, though. It's good.
Something's terribly wrong. But what is wrong with your cousin that he thinks he can't find love here in the good
what I
old
said.
US of A?
Like, obviously, if you see that you match with someone from fucking Turkey, you fucking swipe left. And you're like, nah, it's okay. I need something a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is he like, hey, what is he, 20-something? Late
Yeah.
20s? He hasn't had luck here. Figured he'd expand his horizons a little bit. Maybe he tried other places. Maybe he tried other countries. And he got a hit in Turkey.
I swear to God, when you asked how old he was, I thought she was going to say like 48. Because when you're 48, all right, time to try some other countries. It's time to hop on a plane and move it around a little bit. But he's 27. He's in the prime of his life. Like, he has so many more dating years to go
Is
before
he a good-looking fella?
hangs up the towel and requires a fucking passport to go on a date.
That's what I don't get.
Is he a good-looking guy?
Well,
No.
he's not
Can't
bad.
be.
He's a good looking kid.
How many Star Wars action figures does he have?
No, he's not even like
Not
that.
more than me.
Exotic
I'll show you a
pets?
picture. I'm going
What's
to show
his
you a
deal?
picture of him. I'm going to show you a picture of him.
You gonna flash a picture on the screen?
Does he have?
no.
Does he wear a fanny pack?
No. No.
Then
This
I
is what
can't
I
figure it
get.
out.
He said he started growing out his beard just in case he gets captured.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Smart, right?
Be like, I'm one of you guys.
Is he?
Right.
What does he do? Like, is he a smart fella? Is a good
Yep.
job? Everything?
Yep.
He's got a
Alright.
good job at 27 because I don't have a good job at this age.
He
No, you
does.
don't.
Yeah,
I'll tell you where he works after we get off, because you know of it.
a reputable company. Mm-hmm. Does he have to say, "Do you want fries with that?" in
No
his
way.
job performance? No.
Do they offer him free flights to Turkey?
No.
Because that's probably.
Maybe.
That I could say. If he works
That's a
for the
good
airlines,
incentive to go.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck it, I got the free flights anyway."
Yeah.
I just.
When did he decide he was going?
That's what I want to know. I said to him, I have so many questions.
Because that's weird. Because when your family's finding out, like, "Oh, you're going to Turkey," and then you're like, "When?" and he's like, "Oh, tonight."
I
That's
don't
crazy.
know when he planned it, but his parents are not happy right now because they are legit scared that he's gonna get like kidnapped.
Yeah, no, he's gonna die. I mean, he's not coming back.
People go to Turkey on vacation a lot, by the way, guys.
Do they?
They do.
And for people who are like, "Oh, these people are being really racist against the people of Turkey," yeah, we don't trust them, not one bit. All of
These
us.
two.
Well, even
This
my
one-
Hate that
Turkish
entire
friends
country.
And
don't.
this one.
My Turkish friends don't trust Turkey.
Do you have Turkish friends?
Yes, I do.
I wouldn't know a Turkish person if they slapped me in the face,
Are you
which
kidding
I'm
me?
assuming they're going to do after this episode.
Yep. Send the slaps that way.
Oh God.
No, it's honestly, it has nothing. You could have said Greece or Bulgaria or Italy. Even if you said Italy, this would be weird to me.
No, yeah. Any country is weird, but I think just right now, especially with everything going on, like right over in that area is kind of like.
I don't even think it has anything to do with that. I
Not
think
as
it's just
close
weird
as
to
you
be
think.
traveling that. Also, I was surprised that's only a 10-hour flight. I would have put that at easily like 18 hours. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no sense of travel whatsoever.
Wow. No, you're bad.
I
'Cause
mean,
I thought
yeah.
London was like 10 hours.
No,
No,
London's only
London's
like
like
7
6,
hours.
7 hours.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I drive to North Carolina on my last vacation?
Thank you.
Could have been in London.
Right.
I like the crawl, the text, by the way.
Yeah.
cute.
Well, I'm going to play Sarah McLachlan to end the show. It's just as a
I
tribute to.
will remember.
Okay, I will give an update.
You have an update already?
No,
This
I
is
will
exciting.
give one at the end
Oh.
of the week.
Yeah, I didn't think something could be more interesting than whether or not you're going to get vaccinated, but suddenly I'm more entranced by this. This is
This is a good
fascinating.
story. We got to find out what the hell happened.
Thank you.
Watch, this is like the love story of the ages. They fall in love, they have a million kids, and they're happy forever.
Yeah, that'd be amazing if they all
Let's see.
outlast our marriages.
You never know. This could be his love of his life. No?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Who knows?
Where's the resort? Is it in Turkey or are they traveling somewhere else together?
That's also my other question.
Oh, you don't know.
Because
No,
that's
I
even
had
worse.
I had a lot of questions for him. So
So
Yeah.
how did you find out? Did you talk to him or someone else?
my mom told me, and then I texted him.
And what did he say when he answered?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? He's like, yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy to do this. He goes, more so, I'm in it for the excitement. I said, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is a thrill-seeking thing for
Yeah.
him.
He's
Yeah.
living life.
Yeah. But
Alright.
also, if he likes this chick, then
Bonus.
he probably is like, I have nothing to lose except my head. I have to behead. Do they still
Right.
behead people there or no?
I think so.
None.
Okay.
Ugh,
I'm pretty sure they do.
you guys are terrible. Turkey's just fine.
They hang people just for being American.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Forget it if you have a ham sandwich on you in Turkey.
That's it. Done.
Bunch of racists in this thing.
That wasn't racist. That was just a dad joke.
To be fair, I don't know a lot about Turkey, but I know that a lot of people go there for vacation, and I know it's not Afghanistan.
No, I know it's not Afghanistan.
Yes,
but
it shares a border with Iran.
Where'd
Turkey
you run
does.
to?
Ha, ha.
Can I be honest with you? This isn't a racial thing because I can name 40 locations. Zero desire to go to the Middle East to see anything.
Oh, you don't?
None. The only place that slightly intrigues me is Jerusalem because it's so historic. And even
Yeah.
then, I know I'm never gonna I'm not going there.
Well, from
Too
what I
hot.
understand,
a lot of dust.
Turkey's on the border. It's also partly in Europe. So you could say Europe and go to Turkey.
I honestly, outside of Italy, it's because it's my heritage. I don't know. Like, Greece looks gorgeous. I'm never going there.
Oh,
You
I
know.
would love to go to Greece.
My wife and I went to Portugal,
Oh,
and I had
I'd go
zero interest. I knew nothing about Portugal,
Yeah.
and we went, and I was blown away. Such an awesome place,
Yeah.
Lisbon. We went to Lisbon, and it was amazing.
Eh.
Such a cool. It's one of those things, and Spain too. I didn't know much about Spain or Portugal, and it was part of this cruise. It was the itinerary. We stopped in these places. They were both amazing.
I would do it, but the historical stuff, like, it's another one, Dubai. Like, you always see these pictures of Dubai. Looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing. I'm not going.
Well, you know what it is? Why do you go anywhere? Because the experiences, the food, the entertainment, the different,
Yeah.
I mean, why go to Italy?
It just looks really hot. I don't know.
Every place looks.
I'll tell you, where I really want to go is the Maldives, and I
Oh,
probably
yeah,
will
no.
never. 18 hours for a fucking, or 26 hours, whatever.
Well, look at Australia. That's like a 24-hour plane ride. What the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I said to my wife, because we were debating the Maldives for our honeymoon, and because where else could you stay in an over-the-water bungalow? And
Bora Bora.
5 years later, yeah, but Bora Bora's right next to the Maldives. It's like it's the same.
It
fucking-
only took us, I think it was what? Was it 12 hours to get there?
You went to Bora Bora?
We went there for our honeymoon.
Nice.
Excuse me, I didn't realize I
Right.
was in the.
Bojay. Bojay.
But we were looking at it at the time, and then I was like, wait a second, they're building over the water huts in Puerto Rico. I'm like, fuck it, we'll just wait till they're done with those.
Yeah, right. That's it. A lot of places do have them now. So,
So you
But
don't
it
have any
is-
interest in traveling?
I do. It's got to be, the juice has got to be worth the squeeze to take that long ass
that's what she said.
That was a
flight.
terrible saying.
There is no place in this world like Bora.
It's
And
gorgeous,
I've been a lot of
right?
places. Yeah.
Yeah, and see there, I want to go, but I don't even know if it's really ever gonna happen.
Why?
I don't know. I just see it seems like a lot.
When you're retired, you do a lot of traveling.
Yeah,
That might be
exactly.
it.
When
Yeah.
your kids are out of the house, you'll
Right.
do it.
Yeah, yeah, that might be it.
It's when you get to do that stuff.
All right, this guy, I feel bad. We
Good
should
luck.
We should put a picture up with the date of his birth and today's date.
Can we legally now say he's a missing person?
Yeah, I think we should already call
Just
the
get a
cops.
jump on it.
Yeah, right.
File a report.
And you know what? If I was his mother, I probably would have like alerted like Turkish police. So when he gets off the flight, he's already detained, so he has to go right back on the flight.
That's nice.
See, I'm not worried about Turkey. I'm worried about this alleged girl he's seeing.
Well, that's what I mean. Like just to get him away from meeting her or
I mean,
him.
have they seen each other? Like, did they do like Zoom or anything?
No, I did not ask that either yet.
They've
Yet.
had to have zoomed.
Yeah. they
Right?
had
How
to
could you
have,
not
right?
have in this day and age?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
It can't just be texts and
No.
phone calls.
That's true. They had to have zoomed, so he knows what she looks like.
Yeah.
She knows
Yeah,
what he
so-
looks like.
So there you go. I feel like they're just seeing each other in person. I'm sure they know each other. You know, over 7 months, you get to know each other.
You've forgotten what it feels like to hold in a fart for like 4 days straight. This is it'll get a person angry.
He's gonna let it all go on the flight. It's a long flight. That's what that's for.
No, but then
Feel
you
bad
get
for-
in there and they now it's a whole new cuisine. You're drinking
That's
foreign
true.
water. The water's different. The whole thing.
I'm sure. Yeah.
This is what you think about.
There's a lot of diarrhea when traveling, and you don't want to be meeting somebody. You'd be like, "Excuse me, I gotta shit my brains out."
Excuse me, can you use the bathroom to shit my brains out? Thank you. Is your
not a
toilet
bad-
even working?
It's not a bad point. He's got to
Yeah.
be strategic when it comes to that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's true.
At some point, he's gonna scream at her. I'd like to see you come to New York and not shit yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Try this hot dog out of this guy's shoe that he serves it in. He
Try
takes
this
the
halal meat.
He takes the hot dog water, strains it through his shoe, pours it into the thing, and that's the water that it cooks in.
Yeah, that's 100%.
That's
100%.
what we're all eating.
All right, this is exciting. We have a lot of things to look forward to in the next episode. Will JSabs get vaccinated? Will her cousin die? Surely. Will she get vaccinated in memory of her dead cousin? There's a lot
Ooh.
of things.
Who did not die from COVID, but probably will say that he did anyway.
Cuomo will be like, oh, he died from COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, right. That's it. He died from COVID.
You believe this fucking Cuomo is passing? He's like, oh, everybody's got to be, healthcare workers got to be all vaccinated. Collectively, New York was like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
We're not listening to you
really.
anymore.
Yeah, you're
You've
out of
lost,
here in like
you've
6
lost
days.
everything.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
And
If
who
the
are
new
you?
person
Ride it
wants,
out.
yeah, if
And
the new
who are
person
you
wants to
again?
do it, great. But it's up to the new person. It's like,
Yeah. Ride it out. You're on your way out, buddy.
yeah,
over.
stupid. I gave him a pass on the 2 weeks thing because I thought he was just going to be quiet and
Right.
hand over all the passwords to the computers
right.
and shit like that.
Right. And you got to wait for one of those paper boxes that, like, the reams
Right.
of paper come in. You got to wait for those to be empty so you
That's
can
true.
pack all your shit.
That's very, very true. All right, so stick around because there's a lot of excitement to come here on the next episode, which
Agreed.
is just great.
Love it.
And
Good
anything
luck.
else?
Could we call him something? What's his first name? Could we do that?
Oh,
Yeah,
The cousin?
can we
So
just call
when
him by
we-
his first name, or
when
you
we
want to make
refer
up a
to him?
name? Make up a name.
okay. Let's make up a name.
Jim.
JSabs, we'll call him
Jimothy.
Jimothy.
That's from The Office.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll call him, what's his name? Bob Sacamano.
Okay.
Because we're never going to meet him.
Go ahead. That's it.
This is what is your mother saying about this?
Oh, she's like, he's fucking crazy.
Your whole family's got to be nuts right now
No, yeah.
about this.
Okay, but see, don't you love it when your cousin does something fucking off the
Yeah.
rails? Like it's the
'Cause he-
best.
Yep.
Because then you're like, look at what this crazy asshole's doing now, and it's all off you.
Yeah,
And
you're
it's-
lucky I'm not flying a turkey.
Yeah.
That's your argument
Well,
for
I
everything
never
from
flew
now
to
on.
Turkey, did I?
Right.
What's on that shirt, Frank? Is that was that a Star Wars saying? What's that? I can't.
No,
see.
this is actually an old Harry Potter promo shirt. Only one can live.
Okay.
It's from Harry Potter.
What happens first? Janine's cousin dies, or you grow up and get an adult wardrobe? Which one do you think comes first?
I'm never going to get an adult wardrobe, so it's Janine's cousin.
Is that Dial soap hanging from your?
It is. They were buy two get one free. So I
Oh
figured,
my goodness!
you know, you gotta save money where you can.
How could you do that to Hero Soap Company?
God.
That's what are you, a turkey sympathizer? Is that what you're saying?
I sympathize with the people.
He's
of Turkey.
basically rubbing it in your face.
I don't know. You guys attacking Turkey all of a sudden for no reason.
Turkey's just
They
fine.
did nothing to you.
Tell you what annoys me about Turkey. Istanbul and Constantinople. Stop changing the fucking names of your city.
Yeah, but we got a great song out of it.
Who is that? Is that They Might Be Giants?
It is.
I think it is.
Not originally, but yes.
Oh, somebody did it before then?
Back in like the 40s or 50s.
You're making that shit up.
Okay.
I thought they changed the name in like the 70s.
It was a slower song. Istanbul, Constantinople.
Is that right?
And then They Might Be Giants remade it, and now it's Istanbul, Constantinople.
What time is it?
It's fast.
But hold on.
Oh, we're waiting. Everybody wait. There we go.
Look to the side. That was the greatest thing. He just like. All right,
On
we'll
that
catch
note-
you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. AnthonyOnAir.com has all our details. We got to get a shirt.
I don't know what that means.
We got to make a shirt out of this. Chicks in Turkey are better. I don't know. What do you want to do? We got to come up with something.
Join the Turkey Club.
Oh God.
All
We
right.
sent Bob Sacramento to Turkey.
Oh, yeah, let's do this. We should make a Bob Sacramento shirt. That would be
My
great.
cousin like this with his head hanging off his body.
Well, that's
That's just in poor taste.
poor taste. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.